There is something especially about being convinced that what you once wanted is unrealistic, it can't happen for you, and then actually starting to see that with the right amount of action and vision setting, you can absolutely have exactly what you wanted. So I finally decided to restart my YouTube. And it's for a couple of reasons that I've decided to come back and share my journey on YouTube. So, number one, I don't believe in gatekeeping. Frankly, I think it should be a crime. I have made so many micro pivots in my creative career since I've started out, and I've learned so much. Being a creative in London is no joke. Like, it really is not. Biggest pivot being last year, I decided to make the switch from social to go and work at influencer marketing, and then I work for one of the biggest global agencies in the world. And I'll be so honest, this came off the back of a lot of, I don't really know where my career is going. I did a career audit and a life audit. I'm just doing so many audits, probably on what I could only label as my second quarter life crisis within the space of 2 years. But I made the pivot and I have no regrets. And I do think there is something in sharing, sort of like not only what's worked for me per se, but also kind of what I see happening next for the creative space. I think there's so much to be said for roles in the creative spaces that are perceived to be extremely low status but actually are extremely high income. I think there's so much to be said for portfolio careers and the direction that we're heading in there. And then that's not even getting into scratching the surface of monetization for creators in the creator economy. Because that is my bread and butter, that is what I do 9 to 5, that is what I do all day. A lot of the stuff that I observe is through osmosis. Like, a lot of my knowledge just comes from being in the conversations day in, day out. And then there's just the thing of the actual tangibles of, okay, like, you want to be a creative, you want to live in London, like, you probably have your own personal goals that you want to achieve, whether that is property ownership, running a business, retiring early, whatever that looks like for you. I do think we can do it, and I'm surrounded by the girlies who are doing it. I tell you no lies. Like, my friends, anytime I have an inkling of doubt in my mind that something is not possible, I will have one of the girlies in my circle smashing it and doing it. Show me that it's more than possible, and actually you can do it and have fun doing it too. And so essentially that's what I will be sharing on this YouTube channel. And it feels so crazy to be recording this, but I do think I'm literally at the beginning, building from the ground up. No help. No, there's no additional support in the back that's coming in the clutch to make my dreams happen or to kind of like help me build this life that I've envisioned for myself. Like, it is just me. And for a long time, I could feel the weight of that, and I could feel, I get really stressed about it, and like really hope that someone with a magic pot of cash would just come and just help a girl out. But as I've started to really seal in the foundations of this life that I'm building for myself, when you're doing it on your own, the pride you feel when you can start to see micro steps kind of like coming together, sensational. And as I'm at the beginning of my journey, like right at the beginning of my journey, I'm like, I want to document it all. I want to take you guys on the journey. I think it's all well and good when it's said and done. We'll have to reevaluate what I document at that point, because when I tell you for a fact, I know the things I'm going to achieve in the next 12 months. And I can say that with such confidence because I know where I was 12 months ago from here, from this point. And the reality I'm living today, it didn't look possible then, but it is. There's something to be said in getting paid to do the work you love. And it doesn't mean that every day's a walk in the park. No. Your girl's working very hard. But it does mean that every single day since I've had this job, I've been fulfilled in the work that I do. And I think that's something that is such a blessing. And it's something that it's not guaranteed. We are genuinely in hard times. Like, when we talk about the best of times and the worst of times, these are the worst of times. And I don't even want to say that too passionately because I think I think there's scope for it to get worse. But I will say categorically, the information is out there, and I think that there's such high volumes of information out there, especially now with the use of AI and all of these things. Actually weeding through the information that you need as the London-based creative to get the outcome you want is incredibly difficult. And so that's where I come in. And yeah, I can't wait to take you guys on this journey with me. I just can't wait to share everything that is going on with you. There is something especially about being convinced that what you once wanted is unrealistic, it can't happen for you, and then actually starting to see that with the right amount of action and vision setting, you can absolutely have exactly what you wanted. That does make you just think like, you know what, let's give this a chance, let's give it a go. We don't have to just believe that we need to accept the lot that we're seeing in front of us just because it's here. You can have a new norm, like you can create a new normal for yourself. And I think it is all about pace, patience, and persistence. It is really getting to the nitty gritty of what you want versus what society is telling you should want versus what your family and friends are telling you should want. And really, really understanding like what aligns with you versus what doesn't align with you.